Hi and Merry Christmas everybody. Here's a short piece of how I use the pick, especially for funk playing. And I'll play a simple line and try and dissect it as usual. And this is the line. It goes like this. 3, 4. And a bit faster in the right tempo would be like this. And I use a lot of muted and ghosted notes, and I'll try to explain what I'm doing. I use a Dunlop pick, 1.88 millimeters, a rather soft pick actually. And when I pick, I tend to mute the strings down here with the side of my hand. So instead of getting, if I didn't mute this time, because you can hear the whole string ringing, I tend to put my hand on the strings here. It's quite similar to the technique that when you use the palm muting technique, like Max Miller does a lot of time. It's also the hand just lying here. So 2 lessons in one. The palm mute. Here I'm just using a pick to get the attack. And sometimes I lift my hand a little bit just to get more sound. That's one thing. When we took the line here, why I'm using a pick is to like kind of emulate rhythm guitar players, where you get all the accents when you're playing. So if I was to play this with a normal finger technique, I couldn't even do it, but I'll try. I of course have some muting and some slapping, percussive slapping with like this. But when I use a pick, I actually has all the subdivisions in my playing, because this line is like if you count it, you would say 1, 2, 3, 4, and you got the 8 note subdivisions, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and all the 16 notes, 1 and 2 and that's what I have in my, when I play the line, I actually play all these 16 notes, but some of them I play by my pick, my hand goes actually like I'm playing them all the time. So I try to play this slowly. Maybe I'm not doing this, but in my head I'm thinking daka 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 daka. So if I'm doing just on one string the same like rhythm pattern, I think the thing is, when I play with a pick and I play, if I just was to play quarter notes, 4 to the bar, I would say 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I was to play 8 notes, I would still do with downstrokes. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. In this tempo, this is like a medium tempo. If I was to play a fast tempo and playing 8 notes, it was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, I would probably down and up strokes. Like in most rock and roll songs, unless you play speed metal. And I know a lot of speed metal bass players want to play the downstrokes as fast as possible. I can't do that. I do not have the chops for that. Or punk players, Ramones and stuff like that. So I tend to play the fast 8 notes with the down and up strokes. And you should also say when you're counting, when you play with a pick 1, 2, 3, for all the downbeats where your foot gets down, it's down with the pick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you play this tempo and play 8 notes, 1 and 2, and you can still take downstrokes. You can also, of course, if you think that's easier. But now I'm also talking about one string actually, because I move over the fretboard. So that was down and up. I could also. Okay, the pick, 8 notes. I tend to use downstrokes. When I get to the 16s, if I do a pattern like gung, gagadung, 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 which is an 8 note and 2 16s per beat, I will do down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. I'm still muting with this. On this one, lift it a bit, and of course I'm also muting in my left hand when I'm playing. If I'm gonna stop a note, I say badak. You can see here in my this left hand, I press down the string when I need, and then I lift my finger to stop the string. So I'm actually muting and stopping the strings both in my right hand and in my left hand. So back to the line I played before with. Let's see if I can remember it. It's almost 6 minutes ago. Probably another line, but doesn't matter. It's the same thing about playing. I'm playing D on the A string. We are in the key of D. Playing like a kind of dominant 7th type of lick. Dominant 7th is over the chord D7, D9, and I use the chord notes. The root, which is D1, and we have implied the third, major third, and the 5th, and the 7th. That's flatted 7th. That's the D7 chord. And of course, when I play this line, I use some other notes too. But that's the basis of the chord. So, but this is just about me playing, the pick playing. So gung gadak. This is actually the same rhythm. Gung gadak gung. I say boom bada boom bada boom bada boom bada boom boom bada boom bada. And then I like just pausing this. With some dead notes when I'm just striking this string and not pressing the things down. And this is also when I begin. And I lift the fingers off the fretboard just to get the muted note here.